All right. So we need to get our last few encounters, and yeah, and then we can start really, really powering through Victory Road. So the way that this is going to look, incidentally, I've leveled everyone up to 95 just in preparation for this. But the way that this is going to look is that we're going to go one more fight in Victory Road, roll the encounter in the basement, like B1F, then go to 127, roll our encounter there, then do the two trainers, the block our encounter for 23, and roll the last encounter there, and then we'll see where that takes us. So I need Basque Legion, Flogus, Exetril, and Ishifu, who are all right there. Great. And then we'll also take Corviknight and Gudra. Items are already off, apart from Megastones. Mystic Water on you. You know what? I think Soft Sand is fine. And then we just need two Choice Scarves. No, done something wrong. Okay, I just need to get some pre-damage on Excadrill. He needs 182. I don't know where that is. So it's another 106. 132. It's a little bit annoying. Doesn't take us that close. See, I'm 10 above right now, and now I'm going to be 22 below on the next one. Well, you know what? All right, I think we can be 20 below. I mean, 2 below, and it'll be fine. So just give him a potion now. What we want to do is we want to take the life orb off him. You know what? He could probably have a life orb, but I've not like calced what that actually looks like, so I'm going to keep the soft sand on him. I need 186 on Basque Legion. This playlist isn't shuffled. $17 more. 2 more. All right, let's go. Well, I am prepared. It is in liquidation. Stealth Rock. That's probably better actually, because it's going to do the same to most, and the one that it won't do to the same to is Excadrill. Does that matter? I don't think I factored in hazards, to be honest. So I think 182 is fine. Moonblast kills. This baits in Muck. Muck wants to go Gunk Shot, so we can switch into Excadrill. And kill with Earthquake. Beedrill wants to go drill run. Yeah, so like Stealth Rock does less damage to Excadrill and Ishifu, and then we can just sweep the Wicker Bomb. Easy. Very easy, I dare say. All right, time for a couple of encounters. So, I've got to think about who I want for this. Well, let's take items. I think Corviknight and Gudra are fine. One of the encounters is Chandelure, and I don't fancy Walreign's chances of winning a one-on-one with Chandelure. So that's Hydreigon. Hydreigon. He's going to need a Shed Shell. Let's take Altaria and Slowbro. So I'll give everyone except for Walrein citrus berries. The downside of Chandelure is, as well, as I'm pretty sure at that range he has Memento, so we could just lose an encounter. But it is what it is at this stage. I don't even know if these are actually going to do all that much. And then we need a Shed Shell on him. Easy to spot. It's the only thing that. Oh no, it's not the only of those two, because that's True Scarf as well. But it is the higher up thing that has two. All right, let's do it. What have we got? And I don't know where the next fight is, so I'm just going to go up here. And it is Gengar. Okay. Super Fang. He hits a Sludge Bomb that poisons. I don't fancy my chances of staying in on a Sludge Bomb, so I'm going to go to Fabinho, who will wall him. And then we're just going to throw Dusk Balls at him. No. Yeah, this is defo. Oh, sick. Caught him in one. We'll go with Desena. Yeah, this playlist definitely isn't shuffled, despite the fact that we click and shuffle. Although now I'm thinking this song, like maybe it is. Let's go Citrus Berry on you. I think we'll stick with this team. And I think the best way to get to 127 is to fly to Sotopolis. If we got the I don't know. Surface like here. Yeah, and here it is. Look at that. Repel off. And what have we got? Ludicolo, fake out user. Have to scale for it, so I don't know if he's ever actually going to get it. But Super Fang, safe. That's good resistance. Super Fang again. Energy Ball. Did the decent amount. I think we can stay in for one more. But then I'm thinking I'm not doing any more damage, so what's the point? Just switch to Fabinho. And then we go Ultra Ball. Safe, Energy Ball, Hydro Pump, Petita Dads. Okay. Ludicolo. Hmm. Choice Band, am I right in thinking? Yes. It doesn't matter because like it's both of them are off, and I only need one of them. Okay. Excadrill needs pre-damage, so we can go here to prep the team. Now I need Goodra and I need Hydreigon. While we're here, we can also have a look at them. So Gengar, Quirky Nature's neutral. Oh, there's some fucking good IVs. Speed could be better, but special attack 25 is really good. Okay, and then Ludicolo. I don't know what you want. It's another neutral nature, but they're really, 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 really good IVs. That's 2 for 2, I reckon. Really good. Both of whom are champs and have been to the E4, so could well go again. Oh, sorry, I know what I forgot. It's actually only Excadrill I need it on, so just withdraw the 4 I need, which is Beedrill, Thundurus, Basculegion, who I've just used, and Excadrill, who I've also just used. We're going to lead Excadrill so he can get his damage done. And then in held items, we want a life orb on him. So I need to be down by 6 less than 94. And he's 320, so he's going to say, oh, if we just do 3, we'll be 2 less than what we wanted, but that's like perfect. Do one more. Wouldn't really matter if we get burnt there. We didn't. Okay, repel back on. Now, we want to give a choice band to Excadrill. We want to give the life orb to Hydreigon. We want to give a choice scarf to Thundurus. We want to give a spell tag to Basculegion and a Dragon Fang to Fabinho. Okay, and we're good to go. Let's go Lilycove. So I do know we can get these because I got the one in the end before. Don't know why I got the one in the end and then think to just go, well, let's get all of them, but whatever. I think we're good to go. So, Hambino, we Mega Evolve and kill Poison Jab. Marowak comes in, we can U-turn out into Hydreigon. He goes Stone Edge, and it crits. That's really fucking bad. I think we still kill with Draco Meteor. I now don't know what this is going to be in. Superior. Okay, that's fine. He's probably going for a kill, but what's his killing move is the question. Dragon Pulse. She's a kill with Dragon Pulse. Is it only Dragon Pulse? No, we can also go Leaf Storm. The issue is that I can't go straight to Beedrill. Can probably go to Thundurus though still, so we're good. It's fine. It was Leaf Storm. That's a little bit annoying. He's only going to go for it again though, and like Beedrill takes it anyway. And I think even at +2, this should kill. Yeah. Okay, so now we want to send in Basculegion. This is for the bait, because this will bait in Luxray. We can switch into anyway, agility, of course he did. Crunch. Stupid amount of damage on that. We were risking crit. This is going to bring in Driftbloom now. Driftbloom's going to see a kill with probably either move. Um, Hidden Power. Now he wants to use Acrobatic, but my question is, what's the highest roll on Acrobatics? We are risking crit, but whatever. He went Shadow Ball instead. And now he should hopefully. He's not, though, is he? He's not. He went Acrobatics, okay. And now he should be going Explosion. Yeah. Okay, sweet. And now we're in position to just take this thing with Spirit Shackle, I think. Doesn't quite get the kill, but we outspeed and just kill. All right, next one's easier. It does require pre-damage, but that's fine. That went, like, honestly, I think we were quite lucky there. Like, there was a lot of dodged bullets, like the crit into Excadrill. So we need Beedrill, Ishifu, Alakazam, and Salamence. I'll take Gudra still as well, because it's only a form online. Alakazam, Ishifu, and Salamence are probably in the other one. Yeah, they are. Oh, and then I guess just like Avalugg. Unless no Salamence flies, so we're good. Okay. So we need Oranguru on the right, and he needs to be opposite Ishifu, so that Florges comes in. So Ishifu needs to lead, Beedrill needs to be in second. Alakazam just needs something to ever so slightly boost his damage. He might not even need it. Let's take the items. And then poison Ishifu for the pre-damage. He needs to be down. I really didn't think it was that much because he's going to be at -2 when the HP actually matters in both defenses after using 2 close combats. But like it's 98 damage he needs to have essentially. Okay, where are we now? 38 left. 17. It's about half that we did there. 2, 3. Okay. He needs a black belt, don't forget that. Okay, and let's go. Should have saved it for right side bug, but we're good. It's fine. Okay, you want a close combat Greedent, and you want a Mega Evolve and Leech Life Killer Oranguru. Because they're on the opposite sides, it baits in mons that can just die again. So you want a close combat Snorlax, and you want a poison jab Florges. It kills them both. Now in comes Swallow and Vivian. So we can hard switch you into Salamence, and we can U-turn. It doesn't matter where we hit that. We don't even really need to U-turn. We could have just hard switched, but we may as well. He's not being targeted. Into Alakazam. Pollen Puff into Salamence. Does get the crit. Body Press. Does not get the crit. You want a Dual Wing Beat kill Vivian to get her on the Focus Sash, and you want a Psychic Swallow. Okay. And let's get our final encounter now. Okay. Corviknight, Walrein, Hydreigon. Okay, we will take Salamence specifically for thingy. Um, and Slowbro. Citrus berries. All right, let's go. Final encounter of Run and Bun. After this, no more box fills. And my E4 team, should I get there, will be comprised of mons I now have. The thing is that like I can very easily build like a meta E4 team out of the ones I've got, but it's about finding like a unique. Who is it? It's Blastoise. Okay, that's fine. Absolutely fine. Easier to catch as well with Walrein out there because he should wall him. Super Fang again. And you know what? We can probably do one more. And then just lob balls at him. And there we go. Our final encounter is a female Blastoise. Um, minus Spadef, not great. Plus speed, not necessary. Um, decent defense over. He's not great. He's not that bad either. All right. Okay, I think we're just going to call it there for now. I have calced all the trainers in Victory Road up to a certain point. The one that I think is giving me grief at the minute is the last trainer on B1F, which is the one that leads with Slurpuff. Um, can set sticky webs with Slurpuff, can set rocks with Glysaur. It's a whole thing, and it's got a Shadow Tag Chandelure in the middle as well. Um, I haven't fully sanity checked the ones that follow that fight all the way to Veto, but then I'm also thinking that like from how I calc them, Veto could be tricky because it's a boss fight, but I think I'm fine with them. It's just this one, and I knew that it would cause problems when it's coming to sanity check it because there was a line in there that just said Corviknight wins the one-on-one with Glysaur, and I didn't really have a look at cohesive strategy because I'm playing around like his poison heal and staying in for him for a few turns, and that's too much RNG for my liking. So I've completely ripped the line and thought, why not roll our encounters and then we'll have a look at it from there. So I'm going to take this offline, just have another look at all these, see if the new boys can do anything, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we're back. And we're going to proceed through Victory Road for a little bit. So I need Goodra. I don't need Goodra, do I? I've just made that off. Beedrill. The Lysopod. I'm reading the wrong line, aren't I? Yeah, this is where we are. Infernape. I knew I needed Goodra. The Lysopod. Dragalge. Excadrill. And we'll take Corviknight after the Slowbro. All right. We need a bit of pre-damage, so the first thing we're going to do is go and pre-damage. Oh my god. So we need the choice band on Excadrill, but we don't need the choice scarf for this fight. We need choice specs instead. All right, and now we want to fly to Oldale. And we're going to take 28 each turn. I need to go down by 83. Well, we can get 84 on free. That's probably fine. So that's what we'll do is we'll just do one below. Okay. Need zoom lens and Gudra. And then switch Gudra with Infernape. We've done a bit. Do you know what? It doesn't matter. It's a maximum of 230, not like specific ranges only coming in once. We're not switching back out into them, so yeah, I think we're good there. Okay, and now we're on the first fight here. Yep. All right. This thing leads a Rillaboom. Rillaboom. We want to fake out to break Focus Sash. Does enough so that that's not going to heal him out of range. And he Grassy Glides because he sees that we can kill, so we can kill Overheat. Switch to Gudra on Snipe Shot. Get most of our HP back, and then we Power Whip. High five. Tyranitar wants to use Crunch, so we can switch to Infernape. It's the range we're going to be at because Sandstorm and that just cancel each other out. And we want to go close combat to kill. So Fable wants to Moonblast. So we switch into Golisopod. Moonblast emergency exits us. And we send in Dragalge for its debut. Hair debut. And we can kill with Sludge Wave. Arcanine now wants to exclusively use Head Smash. So we switch to Excadrill, and Excadrill can just take us home from here with high horsepower. It's high horsepower and not earthquake because grassy terrain weakens earthquake specifically. Okay, and now we're on that double battle. Don't heal, and we can take advantage of the fact that Glycepod's already got some damage on him. And we can keep Corviknight on us, but the rest can go in the box. We want that on Dragapult. Beedrill, Thundurus, Dragapult, and I feel like this is a form online. Oh, no, it's not. Armor Star. Okay, Beedrill, Armor Star. It's not quite perfect for Glycepod, but he's close enough. Yeah, he's only 4 off there now. All right. So we want to poison both Glycepod for 4 and Armor Star for a lot more than that. And then Armor Star needs a lot. Hmm. 43. Hmm. 3. So this is confusing, this one, because not the fight so much, but like in terms of how to avoid right side, but because I feel like it's listed Sceptile first, but I feel like almost every fight I watch to kind of verify has um Glycepod on the right slot. So we've took the assumption there that that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to save it there to avoid right side bug, and we should see Glycepod on the right. Yep. Okay. Good call. U-turn to kill Sceptile, protect on Amistar. I send in Thunderous, who can kill with acrobatics, and we switch you into our own Glycepod, who gets ejected, and we can send in Beedrill. He only has Florges on that side. We're going to acrobatics to eject Glycepod, and we're going to poison jab the Florges to kill it. All right, Honchkrow in. It's not what I was expecting, but it should be fine. We want to Thunder Punch and um, Leech Life. Yeah. Okay. Now we want to acrobatics and U-turn. He won't be able to kill either. We can kill Beedrill, but oh, he faked out. Okay, did a lot of damage there. So now he's definitely going for a kill on Beedrill, so we can acrobatics, and because we're faster, we can U-turn into Dragapult. That did an unholy amount of damage. So now we know where Golisopod's going with first impression. So we can acrobatics kill him and just switch into. I cannot believe we just dodged the bullet there. That was very naive. Never punished. I feel like anything we lose at this stage that isn't like a Shifu Beedrill or Glycopod's like manageable because we've got like tools to have like anything win us the E4. It's just, what's going to be our unique. Okay. I am going to tweak this because I don't think we need Glycopod the second time anyway. So what I need to know is where do I need Saluna to be? We think he's going to take knockoff. Knockoff does 73 damage. And he's going to take burn turns. Burn is 1/16. So it's 23, I think he takes per turn because he's got 360. Um, yeah, because 320 would be 20. And no, it's 22, isn't it? Yeah, because 352 is 22. Okay, and he's going to take one on the switch and one after the end of the turn, which is 44. So 44 plus 73 is 117. And 117 has to have us low enough. 117 plus 192, 194 is 311, which is much easier to get to as well. Question is he always going for it there? Should be right. Yeah, he's absolutely going to. So it's, what did I say, 311? What's the matter? What's up? Okay, so go and have some more juice. It's just on the table. Sorry, my biggest fan is watching me do this. I remember, don't guzzle at all, okay? Yeah, so I think we're good there. So just remember, we're not doing this. We're just going to raw switch to him and knock off. Okay, so that's obviously no item on Bear. We need Dragapult and Golisopod. And I need a Choice Scarf as well. We need Ishifu, who is somewhere there. Saluna, Electrode, and Pidgeot. Golisopod. And Saluna. So he needs 47 and he needs 32. So Saluna will be done first. It's a little bit too far. And that does matter because of crit. I want to avoid being in range of Icy Fang or whatever it is. Um, Gone too far. Two more. Okay, so I'm gonna antidote you and potion. Is it all gone? No, you still got a bit left. Okay, so that's him done for HP. Do five more. One, two, three, four. Oh my god, stop ignoring input. Yeah, one more. This is a very finite range, which is why I need to be exact with Glycopod. Oranberry. Wikiberry given to him. Life Orb on Electrode. Which means that someone's got it. Maybe. Apparently not. I just couldn't see it. No, it's because we swapped it, isn't it? Yeah, that's exactly why. Right, let's ban it, Saluna, while we're here. And the only other thing we need is a choice scarf. So let's go and swap the choice specs for it. All right. Choice scarf on. You okay? How did you fall over? Oh, that was silly, wasn't it? Okay. Now we want to fly back to Evergrande and we go for the next phase. Happy with that. Scolipede is just raw dead to Dragon Darts. Close combat to kill Tauros, which drops our defense and puts us into Garchomp range. Garchomp should, despite the fact that he sees a slow kill, he should still be going for. He should either go for, I don't know, go Stealth Rock. That's fine. That's kind of what it was expected. So now we want to go into Isak. He goes Stone Edge. Now we should want to go for Earthquake. The HP on Glycopod is so that we're always above it, even after the rocks, so that his move that he does on the switch, because he can no longer go Stealth Rock, ejects us. Sorry. Yeah. I know what I meant. Don't really care if it made sense to me, to be honest. Dragapult gets in after the emergency exit and kills a Dragon Dart. This baits in Electros because it baits down the line. He's now going knockoff, only ever knockoff. It's massively the highest damage. So on the new calculation, I forgot to factor in. I forgot to factor in rocks, but I don't think that matters. He didn't crit, so Gyarados comes in. We go to Husky. Waterfall. Static doesn't matter. Well, I mean, especially because he's got Lumberry, but I didn't even know that. Volt switch to kill. And we can switch into Balotelli. In anticipation for the chicken. Well, tough shit chicken. You're just gone. Mega Evolve, Hurricane, and he's gone. Nice. Right. We can maybe lose Delmise on this next one, but it's absolutely fine if we do. Am I at an easy reach to get to 223? It gets six. No, it like Citrus is the exact same as Super Potion, but we can get to 220, and that seems fine. Yeah, that seems fine. Or you know what? We could just heal and poison him. It's only 17. Items first. Take that off you. Take that off you. Take that off you. And then we need. I know the last two are. We need Beedrill, Walrein, Infernape, and Electrode. So that's everyone except for you in the box. Beedrill, Walrein, Infernape, Dalmas, Executor. And a ban on him. So Citrus Berry on you. Choice Scarf on you. No item on you, and Zoom Lens on you. Okay. Oh, I'll tell you what we do need. Well, a flyer would be good. That's yes. Eight. Actually counted right. Antidote on him. Then we need Thunder, and we can replace it with Magical Leaf because it's like flexible. Thunder. All right, Bishkan fly us back to Evergrande, and then swap him with Executor. Oh, okay. If I push that up unblocked, it does nothing. It's the only place I can push that, so presumably we push this up. It's just going to go to there, and we can't do anything with that. That seems wrong already, but yeah, it is. So I'm going to have to go this one. Now we move that. That seems like a deliberate thing. Is there any value in pushing it that way? No, because it's not really in the way. I've got a bad feeling I'm going to have to just run past them. Slow it down. Okay, that worked. And then this must be our fight. It is, yeah. Okay, let's do it. Drizzle, meaning that we've got 100% accurate thunder, so I don't care about your Canberry. Spirited Scissor or Bug Bite. So we can switch to Infernape on Bug Bite. He's going to go Bullet Punch. And we can just kill with Overheath. Despite the rain. Didn't need that crit. This brings in Gorobus, who sees a kill is safe. And we can go into Electrode again. Safe. Triggers Citrus. And Thunder is just about enough to kill. This brings in Dragonite. On full random move, I think. But that's fine. We can go to Walrein. And we can take the kill with Frost Breath. Because it crits. I don't understand what's just happened there. It was supposed to Volt Switch. Hmm. Well, I'm sorry, Walrein. Silly mistake. That's what happens when don't write it down. I want to bait in Gorobus here. Not Gorobus, sorry, Whimsicott. And specifically bait him in for a Weather Ball, but I don't know if I can actually do that. Does it have to be Weather Ball? Should we Beedrill? Yeah, it has to be Energy Ball. There's two ways of baiting him in, though. No. I just think about this a minute. I think Electrode scares off Swampert. He does. So Electrode would bait in Whimsicott. At this HP, 172, Electrode baits 50-50 between Grass Whistle and Hurricane. Is not helpful. Beedrill, on the other hand, would bait and swamp it because he doesn't actually see a kill with Whimsicott by literally by 1 HP. If I was 1 HP lower, he'd send in Whimsicott there and we'd maybe have it. No, no, that's too high. Take a few off or don't climb on it. It was a good choice. The problem is that, like, because he's got Prankster. He's not guaranteed to do anything. But like he'd be going for Hurricane, I guess we know, which is like the worst move he could go for because like I just don't have an answer to that. Like, anywhere in the box, everyone's weak to Hurricane. He will like Electrode will die to it. The others will also all die to it. There's more to it than just when Whimsicott comes out. Does he kill Beedrill of everything? Yeah. Except for yeah, but if he gets a power up punch off, he's just gonna kill everything. I think. You risk and crit, he doesn't necessarily do it. Okay, so how do we persuade him to use power punch? I don't think we can. Here's what I think we do. This is gonna bring in Whimsicott. I think we attempt the Volt Switch. He was going for a move there, which means he was going for Hurricane. Yep. And he's now going for a move again, which is probably going to be Hurricane again. We just have to, yeah, is what it is. He doesn't see a kill here, but he's just going to have to go for it. He went for it. What a fool. We've got it now. All of that because we wrote things down wrong. Fucking hell. Did out like, and it doesn't look the deaths. They're not consequential at this stage. It doesn't really matter. It's the principle of it. Two needless deaths. My God. Just because I didn't write down Volt Switch. Of course we would Volt Switch there. So we need Air Saluna, Electrode, so he can stay out. It's Shifu, Dragapult. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. So it's Air Saluna, Electrode, a Shifu, Dragapult. That's it. And I can't see any of them. Dragapult, Shifu, Air Saluna. Let's go. I think I'm using Sharpedo later. So let's go Dragalge and Basculegion. Okay, in terms of items, we want choice scarf. Don't think we need choice scarf on anything, do we? No. But we do want choice band on Dragapult. Life orb on a Shifu. Silk scarf on him and magnet on him. He's a very silly cat, isn't he? Hey, I'm talking to you. 71. 85. 11. 2. Oh my god. So Ursaluna, Silk Scarf, Ben. Oh no, no, we need Glycopod as well. That's why. Did think it looked weird that we only had the form online there. So let's get rid of Dragalge and Glycopod. He doesn't need Citrus, just needs the pre-damage. It's a bit annoying. Better that we caught her. Didn't need to do that in here, to be honest, but it's fine. Okay, let's go. And that's standard procedure from Miami to Ibiza. Let's see if I can remember this. So it's the bottom one. Slow it down. Now we're here. If I get rid of that, he's going to see me. I need to block his view, and I can do that with that there. Okay, so we want to lower this down, and I have to go here. Have to watch his vision. And then I can move this up into his line of sight. If I go one more, yeah, so we have to move that there. And then I want to. Here's what I think we do. I mean, I didn't really need to do that. It's fine. Mudsdale. We kill it with Facade. This brings in Blastoise. Blastoise wants to go for Scald. We switch into Electrode. We can tank the Scald and Volt Switch out on an Ice Beam, which goes into Golisopod. EE triggers back into Electrode, who can then take the kill with Volt Switch. So we're going to send in a Shifu here, but I'm immediately going to switch after. It's just so Shifu can bait the right thing. Now this is Zoroark. It won't look like it with the other one. The reason why I know it's Zoroark is that Shifu shows kill to everything, except Zoroark has a Focus Sash. So we can switch in for free into Dragapult. He went Nasty Plot, that's absolutely fine. And we can take the kill with Dragon Darts. Hello, Zoroark. Your illusion fooled no one. This brings in Ferrothorn. He's going to set hazards here so we can go into Urshifu. Spikes it is, and we can kill him with close combat. We'll take Iron Barb's chip here. We bait down the line, so we can just kill this thing with Wicked Blow. And now in comes Gallade, and although he thinks we can kill it, it's going to Mega Evolve, which is going to make things difficult. He's going for close combat, so we can switch into Dragapult. And we can kill a Phantom Force. Nice. And I think that's the last cohesive line we've got, because the next one's the... Yeah. That's all we've got for Michelle. All right. So I'm going to call it there. And the next one should be the rest of Victory Road's fights. Let me just update the deaths to 30, because of 2 fucking senseless deaths. Again, doesn't matter at this late stage, to be perfectly honest. All right, so this is another commentary I did in post, because when I was doing this, I didn't realize that for the first majority of it, I wasn't actually recording anything on the stream. I realized when about 50 minutes in, someone in chat had messaged and said, "Hey, there's no audio, by the way." No, I assumed at first he was just talking about like the music in the background, because I deliberately didn't have music when we originally streamed this. But no, the mic also wasn't recording, so yeah, hence adding it in post, just so it's got like an ebb and flow to it. There's a few fights in this. I've cropped the video around the fights, so that it's not just me commentating on like an hour's worth of just setting up the team, but I think this first one is a lot of me actually doing just that. I think just because it like sets the tone. I don't remember which fight this is as I'm recording this, so I'm literally going to be reacting to this as I see it. There's a lot of prep here. No, I remember which one this is now. This is the one that leads with Slurpuff looking to set up sticky webs. So this is the first time I believe that the newly acquired Blastoise comes out the box. Choice Scarf on him. I don't know if I've just done all the other items or not, but we'll see that in a second. I think one thing I found with Victory Road is that I figured that having a slight level advantage, which is actually non-existent, and there've been so many fights of them, I naively thought it was going to be pretty straightforward. And I think part of the reason for that is that, you know, I know at this point mons that don't have E4 capability, which is why we sack quite liberally all the way through Elite Victory Road. However, that being said, there's it's still hard because sacks are powerful in Nuzlocke, but it's not enough to just sack something a lot of the time. They have to be able to do something as well. This harpens back to a point I made on the Magma Hideout stuff, where I knew I needed to sack something against Tabitha, but it had to be something that could be sacked and do something, which Breloom in that fight was a great example of, because he was able to be sacked, but in the process could take out the Absol and chip the Victini into the range that I could take the kill with something else afterwards. And Breloom was a worthwhile sack because he literally didn't do anything. Because he didn't have poison heal. He had effect spore, which I don't think I ever procced in the whole run. This is at a point where we've got about 4 fights left. I don't know if that's including veto or 4 fights and veto. So getting pre-damage onto the right mons, etc. Essential. One thing you'll see in a moment is that, like, and I've cropped it out for this specific purpose as I'm recording this in post, is that I really struggle with the puzzle. Like, to the point where there's a bit later when I've got the mic back working, which I'm not going to record post commentary for anyway, but I'm probably still going to crop the rest of this video accordingly. Breaking the fourth wall there. But this puzzle in particular, I struggled, and I think I was on that for about 5 solid minutes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's literally just 5 minutes on speed up of me not getting this puzzle right. As you've just seen, I've just done it again there. So yeah. It's not even the speed up that's the issue. Like, speed up probably makes me rush into things a bit rash in situations, but it's like case in point where I've just done the exact same thing with the boulder there. I think the problem with this puzzle is just like the erratic nature of it turning, and being so poor at predicting how it moves, and tilted to how am I getting? I don't remember it being this much. Like, this isn't even the notable bit where I got stuck on it. And yet this is happening like this is like 6 or 7 times that's happened already. Yeah, I've slowed it down there. For fuck's sake. I'm not even doing this live and I'm getting frustrated watching it. Like, it's hilarious. That's the first bit. There's one more point that I can get caught, and I don't remember if I do or not on this. Just watching the HP range on Glysaur there. I think we were near enough bang on what I needed them to be. I'll explain the pre-damage on Glysaur, what that's relevant to on the actual fight itself. That's mostly because I don't remember at the moment what it was for. Please tell me I don't get caught again. No, I don't. Okay, yeah, so this is now going to be the fight then, because there's no other opportunity to get caught unless I do it wrong, and I don't think I've ever done that. It's an interesting puzzle, I'll say that much, and that's me just scouting out ahead, like, to determine how to finish the puzzle, because it's the first time I've gone up there. Obviously, just needing to put that boulder in the way, and then go from there. Confirming items, Choice Scarf and Water Spout. The pre-damage on Golisopod, no item needed. Dragalge, it doesn't matter what he has. Life Orb on Glysaur and the pre-damage. Citrus Berry on Florges. And Defog. And Moonblast. Choice Band on Urshifu. The Rock Smash on Urshifu, incidentally, isn't because we need to use Rock Smash. It's because we need to not have Aerial Ace. Because, and this will make sense in a moment, if we had Aerial Ace, it would bait the wrong thing. So yeah, Slurpuff leads. Slurpuff always wants to set sticky webs on the first hit unless he's a fast kill, and it doesn't. So we're safe to Water Spout, and then Water Spout again because we outspeed with Choice Scarf, so we can take the kill. Sticky webs are now up, though. Are you being serious? Oh, you're not fucking serious. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I got distracted then. Let me rewind that back. Okay. So yeah, double Water Spout to kill Slurpuff. Again, just to reiterate, this is recorded in post, hence why I was able to rewind back. Hydreigon comes in at this point. And we don't know whether he's going Nasty Plot or straight into like a Draco Meteor Dragon Pulse, whatever his move is, I don't remember. We go into Florges, and he did go Nasty Plot. Now, Florges walls this thing pretty well, but the Nasty Plot's a little bit problematic. He now wants to go Flamethrower. The interesting thing here is that if he now crits Flamethrower, then we lose Florges because of the Nasty Plot. It was low odds on the first thing to do Nasty Plot, but yeah, we can defog to get rid of Sticky Web, and then Moonblast kills. Brings in Darmanitan, and this Darmanitan, as the most, has monstrous attack, so we have to sack here, and we sack into Dragalge because I believe he's actually a run-and-bun champion, which makes him even less palatable. We go into a Shifu, and we take the kill with Choice Band Wicked Blow. Now, this is where the lack of Aerial Ace is crucial because it baits in Heracross, who sees a kill with close combat. It's also what the very slight pre-damage for is on a Shifu, because without that, then there's like a 1% chance he goes for substitute, and we don't need HP on a Shifu here. He's going close combat here as a base Heracross, so we can switch into Glysaur. Glysaur then taking the close combat means that he baits a specific move. He baits a kill from the Mega Heracross that's out there now, meaning that we can take the kill ourselves and he's not going to substitute. Because we're using a 2-turn move Fly, he could substitute on that turn and then we just won't do it and we'll just lose Glysaur in the process. Heracross down. This baits in his Glysaur, her Glysaur, and we switch out onto what I believe is a guaranteed knockoff. Yes, which is why we need an item on Glysaur, allowing us to get into Choice Scarf, Blastoise for a chain kill with Water Spout to take us home on this fight. And this is where the rest of the video is going to be a bit more fluid because I'm pretty sure I've cropped it so that after this fight, you see chain kill, Water Spout kills Chandelure and Glysaur. It also would have killed Darmanitan and obviously two-shot the Slurpuff, so Choice Scarf, Water Spout, Blastoise is incredible for this fight. But he doesn't bait things in the right way, as you've seen with the Hydreigon coming in. Okay, next fight. So this guy leads with Snorlax. We lead with Bend, Guts, Ursaluna. Take him out with Facade. We didn't need the crit there, obviously. Brings in Breloom. We switch out on Breloom, who can go for either Bullet Seed, which is what I think he goes for here, or Close Combat, or whatever the fighting move he's got is. The pre-damage on Salamence is so that we can still bait the right thing if he low rolled and only did 2 shots of Bullet Seed, which I think is what happened there. So it was necessary. We kill him with Dual Wing Beat to player on the Focus Sash. In comes Starmie. Starmie wants to go Meteor Beam, which is what we want to guarantee. So we can switch into Pangoro to tank the Meteor Beam. Power Herb consolidates the turns so that he does it on 1 turn rather than it being a 2-turn move. Citrus Berry heals Pangoro, which is what the pre-damage was for, to guarantee that we get the Citrus proc and get a bit more HP. And we go into Glycopod on Hydro Pump. Something I found very interesting about this as I was doing research for this, because I don't know how Analytic works. Let me just pause this really quickly because I'm getting ahead of myself. Is around Analytic. And I know Analytic is bugged in this, but I didn't realize it actually does grant damage boost. It doesn't just calc on it, it actually has it. So even though Starmie's, well, I guess I did move first when I switched into Pangoro, and I did move first when I switched out with Pangoro. So I guess that Analytic applies to those as well. But I didn't realize that was the case. I thought Analytic, and maybe it should be like this, was exclusive to where you've actually done a move with a faster Mon, and then he gets the power boost from it. I had to factor it in the pre-damage on Pangoro, and then the pre-damage on Glycopod, otherwise they would have been at risk there. Okay. We switch into Beedrill via emergency exit, we Mega Evolve, and we kill it with Leech Life. God, I fucking love this Beedrill. This then baits in Salamence, who sees a kill, slow kill, so we can U-turn out. And Salamence switches into Sacco, who is going to be sacked here. Pangoro would have been a unique mon, but there was just absolutely no way this would have been an E4 champ. So Pangoro was sacked. And we go into our own Salamence for the mirror match. Get it in Tim off, but we're faster, and Draco Meteor kills. Spates in Metagross. Feels like you fight a lot of Metagross in the late game. He goes Meteor Mash, which doesn't matter. We go Shifu, kill it with Wicked Blow. This baits in, I think it's Sableye. Yes, Sableye who's going to Mega Evolve. And we're a 2-shot with Wicked Blow without ever being at risk. Because it crits. And although he's going to burn me here with Will-O-Wisp, which is like pretty much... I'm talking bollocks. He didn't do... Fucking hell, I remembered this wrong. I thought he burnt me there. He doesn't. He uses Seismic Toss, which doesn't matter anyway. Okay. I don't really remember what the save was for there, but here's the next fight. Edgar. It leads Charizard. We lead Arcanine. The choice Scarf to add speed. Usually, when it leads things like Charizard Y, Mega Charizard Y, I should say, it's to set Drought and not more because it's quite exploitable. We kill it with Rock Slide. This baits in Lilligant. Lilligant is rapid because it's got Chlorophyll, so we switch into Golisopod on close combat. EE triggers. Citrus Berry proc as well. And we go into Thunderous. Thunderous, even despite the fact that he's holding an item, which is a Lumberry to stop Sleep Powder, I think he could have gone for there. Or no, it was Grass Whistle. But even with the held Lumberry, we still take the kill because Acrobatic is quite effective. This baits in Ninetales, and we can go back to Arcanine on Ninetales, who can two-shot this with whatever he wants to go for. The nasty plots are relevant. Now we have to incidentally go for Flare Blitz rather than Rock Slide. They both do. They both were a two-shot with the Focus Sash, but the reason we have to do Flare Blitz is that there was a very slim chance with overlapping rolls that Ninetales could use an Ice Move and freeze us, which obviously if we're using Flare Blitz doesn't matter because we thaw out, but if we were using Rock Slide, we just stay frozen and it would have been a throw. Venusaur comes in wanting to go for a ground move. I believe this is Earthquake, so we go into our second roamer, Latias, who can tank a Solar Beam and take the kill with Psychic. A Twisted Spoon for the boost. Rhyperior comes in. Now, this is something I wasn't anticipating. Yeah, you can just about see it on the line notes on the right hand side. So I had to use the mouse, but the mouse won't work to demonstrate anything. I actually thought this was going to be Goodra, and I don't really know how I missed that this Rhyperior sees a kill with Head Smash. So right now on the live stream, I'm just trying to figure out what the play is from here. It works out fine ultimately because we'd have to switch when Rhyperior comes in anyway. I'm pretty sure we just do the exact same switch just a turn earlier. But this has a knock-on effect for when Goodra eventually comes in as the last one in the line because we're not in the right position to take this out like I thought I was going to be. And this is me just like figuring that out in a live environment on the stream now. So let's wait for past LSC to catch up. So we switch into Ursaluna, hold a Soft Sand so that he can tank a Head Smash pretty easily, and then take the kill with Earthquake. Now, when this Goodra comes in, Goodra can die to Facade, but we took too much damage with the Head Smash, so I can't go for Facade here. Because a crit would kill us before we get it off. And at this stage, like I'm on like my rationale at this, and just to kind of expose when I'm recording this, is that I haven't yet done the E4, I haven't planned the E4, but as I'm running this stream live in the past, in my head, Ursaluna is a potential bring to the E4 because there's a 3-mon line I can do on Glacier, which kind of trivializes. And that's the kind of mentality that I'm still taking to this day is in terms of looking at what I want to bring to the E4 is I want to minimize the amount of mons that are essential for each of the E4 fights. So if I know I can do Glacier with 3, that gives me 3 more slots to fill with mons that I'd probably be taking anyway, amongst the other 2. So it's Thundurus and Urshifu and Ursaluna for Glacier. Thundurus and Urshifu have other utilities in the other fights. But it gives me 3 slots to fill up the E4 accordingly. One of the problems I have with that is that I think if I was to take Ursaluna, that it limits my ability to take a unique mon, and that's very important to me. We switch into Latias here, anticipating Weather Ball, which is exactly what happens. And now on Latias, he wants to go for Dragon Pulse. So we can start a PP stall by going into Primarina on Dragon Pulse, and then back to Latias on Earthquake. Is it Earthquake? No, well, it is Earthquake, but it can sometimes be counter because I've got Flip Turn, which made counting the PP still a bit annoying. Thankfully, I haven't got to do that again in commentating in post because this fight's already been done, and I don't really give a shit about calcing the PP. It doesn't do anything for me now because this fight's already happened. Does anyone know any good elevator jokes? Okay. Might crop this out. No, too much effort. I think I started to write down what it was at because counter was kind of fucking me over with actually counting the PP. You know what? I think I might skip ahead. Ugh, too far. Primarina in. I think that's the last Dragon Pulse there. Who knows? It must be, yeah, because I stayed in. And he's out of Earthquake as well. It might not be the last Dragon Pulse, but he's got no more Earthquake is the point there. So we Moonblast him. He Weather Balls. We get a Citrus proc. Moonblast again. Yeah, and the crit. Oh no, the crit doesn't kill. But the crit does trivialize the last turn where we can just go, okay, let's Moonblast again. Premier is a good wall for this if he's out of Earthquake PP, incidentally. I think, as I've just seen on stream here, this is where the guy messaged me and says, the guy in stream, I'm assuming guy, to say, "Oh, good luck in Victory Road," but he hasn't yet messaged to say. I think it's after this fight he does it to let me know that there's no audio. This fight leads Archeops. We kill it with Volt Switch on Electrode, and we go into a Shifu who is poisoned. Takes a poison turn there to bait Dragapult, and we can just kill this thing with not Wicked Blow, Sucker Punch, because he doesn't see priority moves when he's choosing it, because he thinks he's got a fast kill with Dragapult. So now baits in Charizard, and we can switch into Armor Star on Charizard. And we don't really care what this thing's doing, because we just, kill him with Power Gem. And he's a good wall. Armor Star walls quite a lot of things that are like part Fire type. Okay, this baits in Nidoking. So we switch into Hydreigon on the expected Earth power. We fast U-turn out to break Focus Sash and go into pretty sure this is Sharpedo. I don't know why I'm hesitating. Sharpedo. He went counter, but we did next to nothing with U-turn, so it didn't really matter. We kill this thing with Liquidation. No need to Mega Evolve. This baits in Pikachu. I think the reason why we didn't Mega Evolve is that we didn't know whether it would mess with the bait in order and whether or not Pikachu would see a kill. So, and because there was no need to do it, there was no need to try and do something that would risk fucking up the line. Pikachu uses Volt Tackle. We are faster with Hydreigon. No, we're not. We are slow turning out here with Hydreigon. And we switch into a Shifu, who's faster. And a Shifu can kill with Wicked Blow from here. Poison Chip on a Shifu now, and this is Wobbuffet, I believe, and we just one-shot this thing with Wicked Blow, so the Shadow tag doesn't matter. And there's that fight. I think we've got one more before I realised about the lack of commentary. So this is just kind of a line with the rest of Victory Road where I actually had live commentary. So this will be the last fight we do with this post commentary added in. Okay, and this is Hallie. Hallie leads with Golem. We fake out Golem. Golem wants to go for a ground type move. Earthquake, I believe. Yep. And we take this thing out of a Draco Meteor. This baits in Floette, I believe. So we switch to Beedrill on Light of Ruin, which is a fucking terrifying move. Slightly inaccurate, but obviously a hit there. Doesn't really matter. We Mega Evolve with Beedrill, and we kill it with Poison Jab. This baits in Weavile because Weavile's the only thing that outspeeds. And we switch into Sableye. Sableye's actually holding a Jaboka Berry, which chips the Focus Sash off of Weavile. Had he have gone for Triple Axle on the switch and missed, we could have just used Sucker Punch the next turn when he's seen a kill to get rid of it. Now we can go into Infernape and kill with Mach Punch, which is my favourite way to deal with any Weavile because it's always faster than anything I've got. But you can't outspeed a priority move, Weavile. Okay, and this baits in Turtonator. On Turtonator, we switch into Dragapult, who's got no item. The reason why Dragapult's got no item is for what is baited the next, which I'll explain in a sec. And we kill this thing with Draco Meteor. Had I been holding an item here, even at full HP, it would bait in Escavalier, because he would see a kill, a slow kill with knockoff. With no item, he doesn't see a kill at all, and it baits him Mawile instead, who sees a slow kill. So we can switch from Mawile into Arcanine to tank whatever he's going for. Play rough. And now Mawile's best move is Sucker Punch, which gives us a free switch into Infernape. The reason why we couldn't just go Infernape straight away, because although Infernape one-shots this and outspeeds a Play Rough into, because Play Rough's neutral on Infernape, Play Rough into Sucker Punch is a decent range to kill without crit. Never mind with crit. I think it might have actually needed crit, but it doesn't need two. It only needs one of those moves to crit, and it would kill. He didn't actually even go Sucker Punch there, which was foolish, but I guess it's like a 10% chance because he tried to use Sucker Punch the turn before. Might even be less than 10% that he doesn't use Sucker Punch. Might be more than 10% that he uses Sucker Punch, sorry. Yeah, we switch into Hydreigon on a guaranteed drill run. We slow U-turn out. It's not a slow U-turn, my apologies. It's just a U-turn on what is guaranteed to be Mega Horn, and we take the last kill on Escavalier there. Okay, so this is all the post-commentary added in now. So, clearly, I've been talking through this whole thing, and there's been no audio whatsoever, so that's so annoying. Yeah, and then that's why none of the things. Yeah, I had to unplug my mic and put it back in, but I was wondering why I couldn't hear anything. Clearly, the mic wasn't plugged in properly. It's funny because I've actually been talking away for the whole 50 minutes as well. Just, yeah, it is what it is. All right. Oh, that's a fucking nightmare. All right. Floggers, Slowbro. Have I done Slowbro? What am I missing? What am I missing? It's not a 5-man line. Why can't I see what I'm missing? Oh, Beedrill. Okay. Before we go into the items, I'm just going to pre-damage Beedrill because that's a bit of a piss take. Odd items. Give him a life orb. Okay. Fly. Yeah. Needs to be at 189. Yeah, to be fair, I've only just played the music. There wasn't meant to be music at that point. It was only when I got out of the victory from the last fight, I was like, my music isn't working at all, and I couldn't hear anything. And then I seen your message that like there's no like sound whatsoever, and I was like, oh, because OBS isn't actually recognizing any sound. I don't really know why that's happened, but one more and then a potion. To be fair, I actually think it was my microphone not being connected correctly. But yeah, OBS is. It's not the first time OBS has done something like this though, so I have no idea. I did like the first 3 fights or something like that in Seafloor Cavern, and it was the exact same thing, but that was OBS that time, where it just like, I think because I'd unplugged the mic at some point, it tried to use like the native mic on the laptop, and it just, yeah. I was speaking for ages and just didn't record anything. So I think 186 should be fine on Beedrill. Give him his Megastone. Right. It's a Citrus Berry on you. Wait. Citrus Berry on Drapion. Life Orb. He also needs pre-damage, actually, yeah. Life Orb on him. But I mean, like, that's fine. He's already got Life Orb, so that should be pretty easy to set up. Twisted Spoon on you. Choice Scarf on you. I need to get the second Choice Scarf. Dragapult. Okay. So that's the last bit of sap, isn't it? A little bit annoying that. Implicitly, he's never going to be there. So I need to take a hit as well. Yeah, that's about right. Hit me for an even number. Yeah, that's about right. Oh. I'm so sick of like pre-damage and steel types. Right, that'll work. We're actually 30 off, that's perfect. Okay, medicine potion. Orange berry. Okay, and who are we leading on this again? With Drapion. 1 HP could make all the difference. Last thing I need then is the second Choice Scarf. That's not it, is it? We need pre-damage on him as well, but we'll do that in a minute. Okay. Choice Specs for Choice Scarf. Dragapult. And then Dragapult just needs a little bit of pre-damage. Down to 249. Might be a bit more than a little bit there. Poison. So he needs 249, that's 28. Is that it? Yeah. Logically, those three don't need pre-damage. He needs pre-damage to bait the right thing. He needs pre-damage to bait the right move. And he needs pre-damage to bait Aggron in case he misses. Yes. Nervous. It is mad to me to think that this is the last, like, compulsory... It's not going to be the last trainer, obviously. I'm going to do the optionals as well. The ones I haven't already done. But this is, like, the last compulsory trainer before the Elite Four, and that's fucking terrifying. Just didn't believe enough. I know, I think I worked out there's 8 fights left on 123, like 5 fights in Meteor Falls, so that's 13. Include Veto, 14 fights to the E4, 19 fights left in the game. My issue is that, like, I'm adamant I want to take a unique, and like I just don't think this box allows for a unique. I'll have to slow that down. I think my options at the minute are like Hisuian Avalugg, Alolan Exeggutor, which are both only like technicalities anyway, because like the non-regional forms have both been champed. Does he want to move where he's looking or not? Are you running this as well? I think there's scope for Avalok, to be fair, and like C4 Cavern, yeah. How's it gone so far for you? This is just not working at all. Oh my god. Yeah, it's brutal. Like, I found the worst point to C4 Cavern was like the final grunt before Shelly, and then like Archie himself. I don't think Shelly's that bad, but it depends if you've got Beedrill or not. Like, I think without the Beedrill, that Tapu Fini leads brutal. I still think the worst place in this game though is like Magma Hideout. Like, that's horrendous. Not Hellroom specifically. Like, oh, if you're at Seafloor Cavern though, you're not at a point where you could just like pump it with heart scales, because you get like loads after space tag, don't you? I know it seems like putting a lot into the Beedrill seems like a lot, but I genuinely think like it's like the best thing I've got. Oh, how far am I on the damage? I'm way past what I needed. How does this keep happening to me? I've been stuck on the fucking puzzle for like 5 minutes. Oh my god. It's ironic as well. Yeah, no, I get that, like. Like, I've been, there's been a few scales I've used along the way and a few candies. I mean, the candies don't really matter so much now, because I've got at least 6 left, and that's all I need. But I've used like candies at points that just didn't really make sense in hindsight, and then like I've used scales on mons that like that didn't do anything from that point onwards. Like the tag battle, I think it is, you do just after Mount Chimney, and like I'd spent like an hour trying to calc it, and I ended up just using a scale on Kingdra's speed, which just didn't pay off down the line for anything else. It was literally just for that fight. And I look back and think that is the biggest fucking waste of a hard scale I've ever seen. So like whenever I've scaled like anything else for like an IV, it's always been on stuff, for fuck's sake. It's always been on stuff that like I know will pay off down the line. So like I've scaled Infernape speed, Urshifu speed, Ursaluna attack. And like that's made the difference for me so many times since I've used the scales. Why is this doing this to me now? Did you do that for like Bridge Rival or something though, or was it like just a Brawly? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like Brawly, it's that early in the game, like that will definitely have paid off for you, like down the line. Like I genuinely think when I'd used that on Kingdra, like I don't think it made a difference in any other fight. Right, that's the last time we're going to do that puzzle. No, I've tried that like 3 times. I don't know what LO means. Like, oh, yeah, of course it is, yeah. So was that for Pyre-Tag, was it? I nearly wiped the Pyre tag. That was fun. See, I only had Muck to boom. So it's left, up, right, up, smash, up, right, down, left, up. Heavy duty boots. Oh, wait, I'm not ready yet. Because his HP is wrong. Okay, antidote. Don't do that yet. It's 249, so if we take one more, it's 150. Which is... yeah, okay. One more step. Right, now we want to antidote him. Super potion. Super potion. Just do 3 arm berries. Alright, quick sanity check. He really only needs Leech Life and the Citrus Berry. He needs Rapid Spin, he needs Earthquake. He's got the Life Orb, he's at 283. That's correct. Beedrill is 3 lower than the pre-damage I've already said, but that's fine. He literally is just there to U-turn. I don't even care about the damage he does. Twisted Tween on you. Choice Scarf on you. Do you need anything other than... oh, you need to be burnt. Okay. What a pickle. So the issue I've got is I don't want to do that puzzle again. And I can burn it now with a Flame Orb. But I'm just thinking, do I need to be careful? Who is the shittest thing we can fight here? I don't even know what room I'm going to be in. So, Victory Road. V2F is going to be like the ice bit, so we could go the ice room. And then run from anything that's Weavile. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, so here's what I want. Must remember to switch the items back. It's a new boom. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea to message me now. Double Edge, Blizzard, Avalanche, Weather Ball. Weather Ball doesn't mean jack shit here. A Glalie, let's assume worst case scenario. Is it level 90, 85? Vloggers, tell me you're taking this. It's because he's got boom. His other moves are Double Edge Blizzard, Avalanche, Weather Ball. I'm being overly cautious. I'm like 90% certain that I can just switch in here and it's fine. Double Edge Blizzard. What the fuck have I just said? Avalanche and Weather Ball. I'm not doing these, so Avalanche is relevant. No, we are good. Okay. Switch into Floggers. It's fine. We're banned. We can go. Repel back on. Choice Scarf back on. Heal it up. Okay, and then Team Order as well, so this is Drapion again. Okay, I think we're ready. I'm nervous, fucking hell. Okay, let's do it. Right, Veto. Let's go. Indeedee is too sharp by Leech Life. It's not great HP, but it should still work. It's fine. Pheromosa comes in. Pheromosa is either going for close combat or... what's the other one? It is Bug Buzz. We've pre-damaged Dragapult so that it doesn't matter what he does here. He went close combat. Perfect, because that's what I'm anticipating. We can kill this thing with Draco Meteor. The pre-damage is for exactly that reason, that if he goes close combat and misses, that I'm still at the right HP, that Aggron comes in for a slow kill. Aggron comes in, we switch to Excadrill. Stealth Rock. Okay, we Rapid Spin here. Yeah, we're good, we're good. Metal Burst. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Earthquake kills. This beats an Alakazam because of the Life Orb chip. Alakazam wants to go for his Psychic move. We switch into Drapion. Leech Life. And although we could Leech Life again, to set this up correctly, I need him to be as low HP as possible. We knock off. And this is where we say goodbye to Hawlucha. Not Hawlucha. Well, we will be saying goodbye to Hawlucha, but not mine. Drapion, you were a fucking fantastic carry in the mid-game. Rest in peace, brother. Okay, we go into Hanson. Psychic. Kills. Sprays in Cloyster. Cloyster wants to use Freeze Dry. We switch to Beedrill. And now, because Cloyster thinks that it can outspeed and kill me, a little bit annoying that, well, it doesn't matter what move he goes for, does it? That's why we're bent on Flogges. Okay, we Mega Evolve. He won't Shell Smash here, is the point. We Mega Evolve, we U-turn out to break the Focus Sash, and we go into Flogges. And he missed anyway. What a little bitch. Flogges. Send this bitch home. And that's Victory Road done. Should be speechless, Vito. I'd be ashamed if I were you. Oh, God. I was so nervous for that. I think it's just the pressure of being so late and just like choking at like a late stage. I'm just like, oh, God, that's horrible. Okay, I need to update the deaths because I think, how many have we lost since I last updated it? I think I've lost 4. Yeah, tell me about it. It's exactly what it is. Because I don't think that fight was like, don't get me wrong, it was hard to calc. It's 4, yeah. But my issue with it was more the cost of like, you know, any mistake at this stage is just like, I've spent like 200 hours on like in-game time alone, never mind like the stuff of like the calc, like it's horrendous. Yeah. So I'm thinking like, where we're at now. Yeah, I think the problem is it's like the further and further you get into it, it's like so addictive, and like I think as soon as you get past like, I don't know, Flannery, it becomes real. You're past that point of like badges, and like Flannery's probably not even the midpoint of the game, right? That's probably somewhere like Tate and Liza. But for me, I felt that once I was at that point in the game, and like this is like my 14th attempt, but this is the first run that's actually gone past Brawly, because I lost like 4 on the only one I beat him on, and blah blah blah. I felt like this is doable, and the closer and closer I get, it's doable. And I'm at a point now where, provided I don't do any stupid shit on the optionals, I know that the box I've got, because it's cracked, can beat the Elite Four. But it's like I said before, it's just it's how much pressure do I want to put on myself to try and bring a unique, because I just don't think I've got good options for that. Like, I think the only ones looking through this box that I think are unique are, Jesus, there's not many. Like Alolan Executor. I think Corviknight's somehow still unique. Maybe Sharpedo, maybe Glysaur, Anthros, but you know, there's a reason for that. And then Dragonite, but like, I think you're right. I think with there being like 100, it's almost impossible to do it unique. And yeah, so that's all I've got calced. So I'm gonna have to call it there. Hey, Curator, it was great chatting, and good luck on your run.